What was something that made your childhood messed up? When I was a kid, my favorite person in the world was Uncle Ray. He wasn't like the other adults, stiff, tired, too serious. Uncle Ray had a spark. Every time he came over, the air changed. He laughed with his whole chest, picked me up like I weighed nothing, and told stories that made my sides hurt from laughing. Even my mom, who rarely smiled after Dad left, would soften around him. There was something about him that felt electric alive. I used to watch him disappear for 10, 15 minutes and come back brighter, more animated, like someone had switched him back on. I'd wait for it. I'd watch the clock when he excused himself during dinner or stepped outside during birthday parties. When he came back, he'd grin at me like we shared a secret. And eventually, we did. I think I was 10 the first time he let me follow him into the garage. He raised an eyebrow and said, "You're not gonna rat me out, are you?" I shook my head, wide-eyed and eager to be included. He chuckled and handed me a root beer. He turned his back and fiddled with something behind a tool shelf. I heard a flick, a soft inhale. Then he turned around, his shoulders visibly looser. His face lit up like a summer sky. "Much better," he said, patting my head. "Our little secret." At the time, it felt like I'd been let into some sacred ritual. I didn't understand it, not really. But I associated that ritual with joy, and I wanted him to be happy. I wanted him to keep smiling. That memory stayed with me for years, sweet, harmless, special. It wasn't until high school health class, during a unit on substance abuse, that the pieces began to fit together. The slideshow showed pictures, baggies, syringes, lighters. Terms like opioids, meth, relapse flashed on the screen. There were warning signs, mood swings, long absences, sudden bursts of energy followed by exhaustion. I felt my stomach twist. It was like someone had taken my memories and labeled them. When I raised my hand to ask what it meant if someone I knew got happy after going outside for a while, the teacher's face tightened. "Sometimes people use substances to escape reality," she said carefully. "They may seem happy, but it's artificial and it can destroy them." That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying all those childhood moments, his laughter, his glow, the way his hands sometimes trembled, how he looked at me like I was the only person in the world who could understand him. And suddenly, I wasn't proud. I was horrified. What had I helped him protect? I didn't confront him for a while. Maybe I was scared. Maybe I still didn't want the magic to vanish. But that Christmas, when he asked if I wanted to help him carry something out to the garage, I said no. And when he came back, high and grinning, I didn't smile back. He noticed. "What's with the face, kiddo?" he asked, nudging me. I didn't answer. A few weeks later, Mom told me Ray had checked into rehab, voluntarily.